23, Logan Fleener. And senior forward.
Well, I started off a little slow and then found my shot and just started getting to the rim. And my teammates, Levi Smith, started off quick 6 points to start off the game. So he really carried us at the beginning, and then everyone around us, we kept on scoring, and that allowed me to get my opportunity. The game plan was keep them out of the lane. They like to get out of the lane a lot. So we were just trying to keep them out of the lane, and every time they kick out, get high hands, keep them from shooting it, and you can tell they kind of hesitated. So that helped us, and we wanted to keep them out of the lane. That was our main game plan right there.
I mean, we played them last week, and they're really good. Cisne's a really good team. They are so scrappy. They always fight. They got really good shooters. They got guys that can get to the lane a lot, and so we really focused on keeping them out of the lane, and at times we did that very well. At other times we struggled with it, but our guys, I felt like, played pretty decent with regards to our offensive game plan. Defensively wise, don't want to let up 63 points, but if you get 78, it's not so bad. And so, they're a challenge, and I thought we played fairly well tonight in order to beat a good team. When you just played these guys last week, they're pretty much knowing what you're going to do, and you know what they're going to do, because there's not a whole lot of time to make a whole lot of adjustments. So, coming into this game, knowing what we knew last week by just kind of barely getting by them, we felt like it was going to be a challenge, but we knew what we wanted to do from a game plan standpoint. I thought we executed that well. So you always worry about it because it could be a little bit of a letdown. Everybody's at such a high in this type of event, not every day you're honoring state champions down here, So we were excited about the evening, but at the same time, we wanted to make sure that the kids were focused and immediately turn the page from the ceremony to now the ball game, and then also trying to execute what we do. And again, I think we did that tonight. Well, a lot of it's chemistry. You have Alex and Logan and Levi have played together forever and are all really, really close. And so team chemistry is a huge thing. And I just talked about it down in the locker room that our team chemistry this year is off the charts. We have guys that are knowing their roles. We have guys that rely on each other, that motivate each other, that encourage each other. We always talk about, hey, if somebody makes a good play, I want you to point at them. I want you to let them know that was a great play. And our guys, I think right now, we're starting to hit our stride a little bit with regards to we know we can play a little bit, and our chemistry is really, really good right now. And I sure hope it doesn't fall off. I don't think it will, because these guys have always just been best of friends, and that really helps. Yeah, Cody last week really gutted it out. He was sick all week during the tournament, still played, still did his job. Offensively, he didn't do what he did tonight just because he didn't feel well. Tonight, I felt like he was 100% again, and you've got to be able to know where he's at on the court. He will shoot it, and it doesn't take long for him to get the shot off, and he'll make a lot of them. Not telling any secrets or anything like that. Cody's a good player. He can get to the basket. He can pull the defense out by shooting, and he's got a great future here. He's also a really good kid with a great attitude, and that always helps. Ethan Kinsler's solid. I mean, that kid, he just does what he needs to do. We don't ask a whole lot of him other than, get some baskets, hit some threes. He's a tremendous shooter, so I don't want him ever not shooting the ball. But he does a lot of little things that don't show up in the book. He'll get to the basket at times. He'll guard. He's really good at guarding. I don't think people really realize how good of a defender Ethan Kinsler is. And maybe they will start to see that. I mean, he kind of sits back in the shadows with everybody else, but I wouldn't sleep on Ethan. He's a really good player. Well, we don't lower our standards at all. We now feel like we have a standard of play that we want to continue. As a coach, you sit there and stress and worry and about, all of a sudden having a letdown. And I felt like tonight we didn't have a letdown. They were really good. That team's good. I want a lot of credit to go to Cisne. They are a solid team. They will be a handful when it comes to postseason. It's a big night in Louisville. We had quite a home court advantage tonight. We played pretty decent, and I think we can just continue. But don't want to sleep on Cisne. They're real good. They're very well coached.